In this video, we are going to discuss about hashes. Hashes data type holds the collection of field value pairs. Also, we can use hashes as a representation of a basic objects. So now I will show you one slide how the hashes representations looks. So in this slide, you can see we have a field value. So you can imagine it like an SQL table where we have a one company. Suppose that is a key, and in company we have employees. So one will become as a field and his or her name will be value. Similarly, employee 2 and his or her name. So in hash we can store the multiple field values up to the billions. Now we'll move to the Redis CLI and there will start. I will be covering up the few basic Redis commands. Let's start with our first command, HSET. So most of the command in the hashes are similar to the string commands, but before any command we need to add a h, which is a representation of a hash, and now your data will be stored in a hash format. As we discuss about table structure, we'll take a table name as a company. Then we have a employee 1 whose name is James. Then employee 2 whose name is Max, and similarly we can have our third employee Jack. Now click on return or enter. Your value will be stored, and how many fields value is being created in that particular hash, you will be identified by the integer as a return value. So I have stored the 3 field values. Now to get that, we will simply do the HGET and write the company. In this hash, as you've seen, that HGET company will not work because we need to give the field also. HGET, then company, and which field we want. Employee 1 I want. So once I click on return, you will get the value. Similarly, if I want to get like a company employee 3 data or 2, then it will give me the max. Now if I want the multiple data, I don't want to do HGET every time, so I can do HMGET. Similarly, within strings we used to do the mset or mget for the multiple values. Here we have to do the HMGET. You have to give the name of your hash key, then you can give like employee 1, employee 2, then we have employee 3. Click on enter and you will get, okay, I have done one mistake here. I have not an employee 3, I have only employee. So you can see if I give a wrong value, it will give you a null because I don't have any value with the employee 3. Now you can see James, Max and Jack. Now let's create another hash map where I want to store the details of employee 1. And now I'm going to give the field as his address, his age, or a name. So let's start like name James, his age is 20, or his address is 1/2, so I will give 1/2 street. And let's suppose his employee ID is 1. Let's do enter. I save the 4 field value pairs, so it is 4. Let's see whether it's got saved or not. I will give employee 1, then name, it's James coming, my data is saved in the DB, that is DB. And now another command which is HMGETALL. So in this you will get all the field values present in that particular key or in that hash map. So I have that one employee. You need not to give any field name. Once you click enter, I don't have again any employee. Now I will give a just a one and let me click one. So here you have to look that we get a name, then we get a James, similarly age, then 20. First the field is coming and then its value is coming. Now the last command for this video I will be going to cover is search increment by. So here you have to give like which key you want to go inside and then which address and what field you want to increment. Now in the case I want to increment the employee ID by 1. Okay, let me click on enter and you will get the integers 2. It has given you the incremented value, but did it change the value or not? Let's see. So for this command I will be using HGET and then employee 1 and employee ID. So you can see the value is incremented by 2. In the next video we are going to learn how we can write these commands in the Node.js.